Arthur again. Today we're going to take a look at this beautiful 2005 Mercedes SL55 AMG, and we're going to talk about why it's here and what I did to address some of the issues, and also we're going to take a look at it from the outside and from the underneath as well. Okay, let's take a look at this 05 SL55. Car is black, 132,000 miles. It's in very nice condition. It's a little bit dusty. It's going to get detailed. Owner purchased it last month. It had few issues. He brought it. This is the second time it's here. He brought it the first time. We addressed few of the things, and then he brought it back. This time we addressed few more items. It does have the factory 18-inch wheels, which are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sports, front and rear. It does have the centers kind of darker gray, kind of like a SL65 looking color. I think it looks great. It is lowered. Last time when this car came, it had a pretty big oil leak from the oil filter housing gasket. I addressed that. It needed a new starter battery, replaced that with the original one. Also lowered it. Then checked a few issues that was still present, and this time we addressed some of them. Attempted to address one issue and no luck so far with it. If you guys can help me out on that, I would appreciate it. I'll talk about it in a minute. Let's look at the inside. As I mentioned, this car has 132,000 miles. Overall is in great shape. It drives really nice. It sounds really good. It does have a X-pipe installed, so it's slightly louder than factory, but with the convertible top down, you can really hear the exhaust, and it sounds very good. I just love this blacked out taillights the 55 and 65 come with, and the quad exhaust. I think is my favorite rear end of Mercedes. Now let me show you what I replaced this time. One of the main things that this car was having issues with, it was a loud hissing noise that would come around the fender area. And last time that was here, I took it apart and looked at it, and there is a self-leveling valve that is part of the ABC system and is located under the fender. You gotta remove the rear fender liner to be able to access it and the wheel. And that valve was causing a lot of hissing. So this time we went ahead and replaced it. I'll show you a video of what the hissing sounded like before. And it would die off once you turn off the car. Like about 5 seconds later, it would go psss, then it would stop. Now you can still hear a little bit of hissing, but I think that is normal with the ABC suspension. But when you turn it off, the hissing is gone right away. It's no longer like pressurized and is releasing something like that. This is what was replaced. That's the part number. And this pretty much took care of that issue, I believe. And another issue that we're having with this car is currently it is stuck in the comfort mode and it doesn't want to go into manual, and the steering buttons don't work. When I check with the scanner, it doesn't respond to the button. I thought maybe the button is bad, but I also found a lot of oil in this connector switch on the transmission, which can cause similar issues, I know. And then there's oil as well as the oil level sensor. And someone I know said that supposedly it's because of that they were having a similar issue. It didn't seem like it, but since it was oily anyway, we decided to replace it. Replaced all of them, and the issue is still there. The only code I'm having is the ESM CAN communication code, and I spoke to another Mercedes tech person, and he said that it's possibly the ESM module itself. Maybe a fluid was spilled, or no, but that might wait for another time to see if they will get addressed. I'm gonna lift it up and we'll take a quick look from the bottom as well. But overall, it's a very beautiful car. A couple of still issues remaining. That, and then I believe upper oil pan is leaking a little bit, but they should get addressed at some other point. Let's take a quick look under the hood. This is the famous M113K engine, which is pretty fantastic. It's very throaty and very torquey. Sounds great. You can hear a supercharger. It has great exhaust. It's fairly trouble-free. Does like to leak oil sometimes, but not too bad. The main uh, problem with these cars is the ABC. But luckily, this one so far is so good. Now let's take a look from the bottom. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom of this SL55. Let's go start from the back. As you can see, it has this beautiful rear end with a quad exhaust, with a grill as well in a bumper. There's a differential. There's some coolers on it, cooler fins, cooling fins, I guess. This open diff, I think, is the only downside of this era of Mercedes. Although you could option performance package that has the LSD, but factory based ones didn't come with limited slip differential, which is, I think, a kind of a downside for that car, for these cars. There's the X pipe that was replaced recently. It makes it sound a little bit more deeper and louder, but not obnoxiously loud. I think it sounds good. See, the covers are all present. There's not much to see under here, but overall the car is pretty good shape for 132,000 miles. Usually these cars, 55s are okay maintained. 550s, 500s are not usually maintained as well as they get older. But 55s is a special car, so people take care of them. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. There are more videos to come, maybe even on this one. Thank you.